Now the next concept is greatest common divisor. I take this example. Greatest common divisor means it is greatest among the common divisors. I take for as an example two integers 18 and 24. I list the positive divisors of 18 and 24. What are the positive divisors of 18? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. You follow this one? What are the divisors of 18? 1 divides 18, 2 divides 18, 3 divides 18. But 4 doesn't divide 18. I have taken only positive divisors of 18. What are the positive divisors of 24? 1, 2, 3, 4 also divides 24. 6, next divisor is 6. Next is 8 divides 24. 12 divides 24. 24 divides 24. Now, take only the common divisors of 18 and 24. What are the common divisors of 18 and 24? Only 4. 1, 2, 3 and 6. Which is the greatest among these? 6. Therefore, this 6 is called GCD of 18 and 24. And this is the notation. 18 and 24. Notation for GCD is this. Now, precise definition, because we cannot say that greatest common divisor means greatest among the common divisor. We have to give a precise definition. Definition is like this. Suppose a and b are any two integers and a positive integer d is called the greatest common divisor of a and b if d divides a, d divides b, and if c divides a, c divides b, then c divides d. What is the meaning of this? Definition. There are two conditions here. First condition gives d is the common divisor of a and b. Second condition assures d is greatest among the common divisor. Greatest GCD means it is the common divisor and greatest among the common divisor. Now, the important thing is, if GCD of A and B is D, then A and B minus B is also D. Minus A and B is also D. Minus A minus B, GCD of minus A minus B is also D. Because if you take minus B, then we list the divisors means positive divisors of minus B. Then D will be the greatest among the positive divisors of A and B. Similarly, minus AB is also D. GCD of minus A minus B is also D. If GCD of A and B is D. Now, notation I explained. What is the notation? Notation is this for GCD of two numbers. Next is prime and composite numbers. Prime and composite numbers. I think all of you are familiar with these numbers, prime number, composite number, so on. But anyway, in the theory of numbers, in the next topics, we use these often: prime number, composite number, relatively prime number, so on. Therefore, let me explain again what is prime number. Prime number means a positive integer greater than 1. Positive integer greater than 1 is said to be a prime number if it has no factors other than 1 and itself. See the definition. A positive integer greater than 1 is called a prime number if it has no factors other than 1 and itself. I list the prime numbers here. 2 is the prime number, 3 prime number. What about 4? Not a prime number because it has a divisor other than 1 and 4. What is that? 2. Follow this one. 5 is the prime number, 7 is the prime number. What about 8? 8 is not a prime number. 9 is also not a prime number. See the difference between odd number and prime number. Every odd number is not a prime number. After 7, prime number is 11. 13 is also prime number, but 15 is not a prime number. Next is 17, 19, 23 is the prime number, and so on. And we prove very important result later. This number of prime numbers is infinite. There are infinitely many prime numbers. The important thing is 2 is the only even prime number. All other prime numbers are odd. And this set is infinite. We prove that as an important theorem. Number of prime numbers is infinite. Now, next, what is composite number? Composite number. If I say a number which is not prime is composite number, then that doesn't serve as a definition. Composite number. How to define? Composite means a positive integer greater than 1 is called a composite number if it has factors other than 1 and itself. It should have factor other than 1 and itself. Examples: 4 is a composite number, 10 is a composite number. Every even number is a composite number because there is at least one positive digit, 2. These are the composite numbers. Next, relatively prime numbers. Relatively prime numbers, or they are called co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. See the definition. What are relatively prime numbers? Or they are called co-prime numbers. Relatively prime means two positive integers a and b are said to be relatively prime if their GCD is 1. If their GCD is 1. That means they have no common factors other than 1. Then they are called relatively prime. Example: every prime number is relatively prime to all the numbers except multiple of that number. 13 is relatively prime to 17. 13 is relatively prime to 14. 13 is relatively prime to 15 because their GCD is 1. Their GCD is 1. But 13 is not relatively prime to 26. Because what is the GCD of this? 13. 13 and 26 are not relatively prime. But 13 is relatively prime to all other positive integers except multiples of 13. These are examples for co-prime numbers or relatively prime numbers. One more example is I take 10. 10 is relatively prime to 13. 10 is relatively prime to, is it 14? No, it is not true. It is not relatively prime to 15, 16, 17. It is relatively prime to 17. 10 is relatively prime to 21 because their GCD is 1. Say 10 and 21 both are composite numbers, but they are relatively prime numbers because they have no common divisors other than 1. Am I right here? 10, 21. What is the GCD? GCD is 1. Therefore, they are relatively prime. 10 and 21. These are example for relatively prime numbers. Next is how to find GCD of two numbers. Suppose A and B are the two given numbers. How to find out their GCD? And the important thing is you have to express the GCD in terms of the two given numbers. You have to write GCD of A and B as AX plus BY, where XY are any two integers. I explain that procedure by taking examples. To find the GCD, we use Euclid's algorithm. First, I start with a simple problem. I find the problem here. Simple problem means, what is a simple problem? 275 and 200. Now, problem is how to find the GCD and to express it in the two given numbers. 275 and 200. I think you have followed the definition I have explained. What is prime number, composite number, relatively prime number, and what is the GCD of two numbers, so on. Now, I explained how to find GCD of two numbers using Euclid's algorithm. This problem is important. Procedure is like this. Question is, find the GCD of 275, 200 and express it in the form of 275 into m plus 200 into n, where mn are any two integers. See, the procedure is like this. 275 is greater than 200, therefore we divide 275 by 200. 1 is the quotient. What is the remainder? 75. Am I correct here? 75. Next, divide first divisor by this remainder, first remainder. What is the remainder? 75. 75 into 2 is 150. 50 is the remainder. Next, you have to divide 75 by 50. 75 divided by 50. I think you have studied this in high schools, how to find the GCD. But the next part is important here. Therefore, I have used this step here for division. We have to express the GCD in terms of two even numbers. So I use this. 50 into 1 is 50. What is the remainder? 25. And if you divide 50 by 25, what is the next remainder? 25. You have to divide 25 by 50. The previous remainder by this. Is quotient is 2, and if you take 0. We do not take 0. Here the remainder is 0. Now, say this we have used division algorithm here. First divide 275 by 200. 75 is the remainder. Next divide first divisor by first remainder. 50 is the remainder. Divide this first remainder by second remainder. 25 is the remainder. You have to continue this division till you get 0 remainder. And the last non-vanishing remainder is the GCD. Therefore, the GCD of 275 and 200 is 25. Now, the next thing is important. You have to express that GCD. What is the GCD? 25 in terms of these two numbers. For that, we use this method. In the first division, 75 is 275 minus 200. Understand, this is very important. We have expressed that remainder 75 as 275 minus 200. Next is 50. 50 is 200 minus, say I do not write 150, I write this as 75 into 2. This is important. 250, this remainder is 200 minus 150 means 75 into 2. Next is 25. It is 75 minus 50 into 1. I did not write 1. Now we have these three. 1, 2, 3. We have to use 1, 2, 3 to express 25 in terms of two numbers. So we have these three equations. I followed how to write this one. First you have to divide, then you have to use this type of division and continue till you get 0 remainder. Last non-vanishing remainder is the GCD. We have GCD is 25. Next, to find the or express GCD in terms of the two numbers, you have to write first these equations. Now, starting from last step, that is 3, you have to substitute by using the previous equation, that is 1 and 2. Now I substitute here. I start with 25 is 75 minus 50. What is 75? 275 minus 200 minus 50 means 200 minus 75 into 2. This is first step. Understand this carefully. 75 value is substituted here, minus 50 value is from 2 it is substituted. Next thing is, you should not multiply this 75 into 2, you should not write 150 here. You have to keep this as it is, 275 minus, say minus 200, minus 200, 200 into 2, minus 200, both are minus sign here, into 2. It becomes plus 75 into 2. Here you should not write 200 into 400, or you should not write 150 here. You have to keep this 200 as it is and 75, because 200 is required here, given number, 275 is given number. Only you have to replace now 75. 275 minus 200 into 2 plus, again you have to substitute. What is 75? 75 is 275 minus 200 into 2. See the step here. In one step you have to substitute the value, and the next you have to simplify like this only. 75 into 2 I have not written as 150. I kept 75 as it is, but 75 is replaced by this 275 minus 200. Now once again you have to simplify. Substitution, simplification. How to simplify? 25 is 275 minus 200 into 2 plus 275 into 2 minus 200 into 2. Therefore 275 into 3, because 2 plus 1, minus 200 into 4. Therefore 25 is, that is the GCD of two numbers. What are the two given numbers? 275 and 200 is 25. It is 275 into 3 plus 200 into minus 4. So this is the procedure how to obtain the GCD. That is quite simple. To find the GCD, what is the step? You have to use division. Divide the greater one by smaller one. Suppose R1 is the remainder. Divide the divisor by R1. If R2 is the remainder, divide first remainder R1 by R2 and continue that till you get 0 remainder. What is the GCD? Last non-vanishing remainder is the GCD. Then how to express the GCD in terms of two numbers? That is the procedure. For that you have to practice some problems. Then you can easily follow this. Now let me verify whether this answer is correct. If you get right hand side as 25, then it is correct. What is this right hand side? I simplify. 3 7 21. 21 plus 1 22. 3 into 2 6. 825 minus 800. Is it 25? Yes. So our answer is correct. But we have expressed this 25 GCD in terms of two given numbers, 275 and 200. That is important. This type of problems I solve in the next video, some more examples, and I also give as some homework. You can easily understand. I hope all of you understood this GCD and how to find the GCD and how to express the GCD in terms of two given numbers. Let me continue in the next video. Yes, thank you.